A new survey by Nanos Research shows that most Canadians believe higher business taxes in Canada than the U.S. will harm jobs and investment. Joining me now to break down the numbers is Nik Nanos, founder and chief data scientist at Nanos Research. Nik, how you doing, sir?
Good to see you, Roger.
All right, let's talk taxes and the impact on them. People are concerned.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the thing is that in this survey for Means and Ways at Compass Rose, we asked a pretty simple question. How Canadians feel about having business taxes in Canada higher, lower, or the same compared to the U.S. Because let's face it, Roger, Canada and the U.S., we're an integrated economy, and what I'll say, tax competitiveness is an important decision when businesses are looking to
Absolutely.
make investments. But when you check out the numbers in terms of whether Canadians in general think that we should keep the level of taxes the same as the U.S. or about the same, higher or lower, check it out. More than half of Canadians, 54% of Canadians, believe that the business tax rate should be about the same. About 21%, or one out of every five, think that it should be lower. And then you can also see that a significant proportion actually think that it should be higher. The kicker is that lower number, Roger, of 21 jumps up to 30. 3 out of every 10 Canadians that live in the West actually think that Canadian business taxes should be lower than the United States.
Interesting. Not surprising. I mean, it's a delicate balance because even from province to province, from state to state, the taxes do vary a little bit, and we have to stay competitive. I mean, manufacturing is still a key thing for us.
Absolutely. And, when you think about, whether we can attract jobs and, have headquarters in Canada and stuff like that, this same survey that tested on the competitiveness of business tax rate suggested that if our business tax rates were higher than the United States, it would have a materially negative impact on a whole bunch of things. And it's roughly about 7 out of every 10 Canadians who think that it would have a negative or somewhat negative impact on everything from keeping headquarters in Canada, keeping jobs in Canada, attracting investment, or keeping Canada globally competitive. Maybe the moral to the story is that, we need to make sure that our taxes, business taxes in Canada, are generally in about the same zone. They don't have to be exactly the same. So, you know what? If the Biden administration decided to increase taxes, that would actually, from a polling perspective, probably make more Canadians comfortable with increasing business taxes. Likewise, if the U.S. administration decided to lower business tax rates, Canadians would probably be looking at saying, how can we be competitive to make sure that our relationship with the United States and our investment in Canada kind of stays strong?
And the challenge now, too, for a lot of companies with remote work is there are countries competing now, not just, we don't have to worry about the U.S., but we have to worry about other countries, too.
Absolutely. The thing is that what we've seen recently is the Liberals introduced changes to the capital gains tax. There's also a minimum corporate tax globally that is happening. And how Canada kind of aligns or synchronizes with the United States is critical with that. So there are a lot of things going on right now that, why don't we just say, might not be sexy, but they're important when it comes to Canada's competitiveness globally and us being a partner with the U.S.
Not sexy, the nuts and bolts of everything, though, right? Holds it all together.
You mean the not sexy part? Is that what you're saying?
We're going to stop here, Nik. We're going to stop. All right, sir. Have a great Saturday.